The development timeline of New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS, 2003 to 2006, followed a series of key milestones that shaped its release in 2006. Here's an overview. 1. Initial concept, 2003. Early discussions. The game was conceived around 2003. During the development of the Nintendo DS, the idea was to create a new Mario game that returned to the classic side-scrolling roots of the Super Mario series while introducing new mechanics made possible by the DS hardware, such as dual screens and touch controls. Design philosophy. The development team wanted to capture the spirit of the original Super Mario Bros. While incorporating modern gameplay elements and power-ups. 2. Development kickoff. 2004. Team and leadership. Shigeru Miyamoto and the Nintendo Ed team, including key members like Koji Kondo, music, and Yoshiaki Koizumi, director, led the project. Core features and design. A core team worked on creating the 2D platforming mechanics that would appeal to both new players and fans of the classic titles. The decision to return to side-scrolling gameplay, after the more 3D-focused titles like Super Mario 64, was key to the game's design. Graphics and technical work. The team worked on bringing 2D visuals with updated graphics to life on the DS's screen, while using the dual screen function to display unique gameplay elements. 3. Prototyping and testing. 2005. Prototype and refining gameplay. The development team tested several prototypes of the game, refining core mechanics and experimenting with new ideas like the use of the touch screen for certain puzzles. The goal was to balance familiarity with innovation. Music and sound. Koji Kondo and his team created a new musical score for the game, blending familiar themes with new compositions. The DS's sound capabilities were taken into account during this process. Gameplay features. The team incorporated new power-ups like the Mega Mushroom, which made Mario grow to an enormous size, and the Mini Mushroom, which shrank him to a small size to access hidden areas. 4. Final development stages. 2006. Polishing and bug fixes. With the game taking shape, the team focused on polishing the levels, perfecting the visual design, and fixing bugs that had cropped up during testing. Finalization of features. The game was finalized with a focus on replayability, offering multiple secret paths and bonuses to encourage players to revisit completed levels. Localization and testing. As the game neared completion, localization teams worked on translating the game for different markets, ensuring it would reach global audiences. 5. Launch and release. May 2006. New Super Mario Bros. Was officially released in North America on May 15, 2006 and later in other regions. It became one of the best-selling games on the Nintendo DS, praised for its nostalgic appeal and modern gameplay mechanics. Post-release and legacy. The success of New Super Mario Bros. Revived interest in 2D Mario platformers and set the stage for future 2D titles in the Mario franchise, such as New Super Mario Bros. Wii and New Super Mario Bros. U. It became one of the best-selling games on the DS, with over 30 million copies sold worldwide. The development process of New Super Mario Bros. Blended innovation with classic design, making it a defining title for the Nintendo DS. Many. The development timeline of New Super Mario Bros. Wii spanned several years, with key milestones as follows. 2007 to 2008. Early conceptualization and development. Development of New Super Mario Bros. Wii began shortly after the release of New Super Mario Bros. For the Nintendo DS in 2006. Nintendo wanted to create a follow-up game that would bring back the classic side-scrolling Mario gameplay seen in the older 2D Mario titles, but with a new level of polish and multiplayer features. The team included veterans from the Super Mario series, including Shigeru Miyamoto. The game was intended to be a new experience for both fans of the older Mario titles and new players, with multiplayer as a key focus. 2008. Work on new hardware. With the success of the Wii console, the development team began working on how to use the console's unique capabilities for the new Mario game, focusing on multiplayer modes. Nintendo also decided to include the use of motion controls for some power-ups, such as the Ice Flower and the Propeller Mushroom. 2009. Full development and refinements. Throughout 2009, New Super Mario Bros. Wii underwent extensive playtesting to refine its level design, multiplayer experience, and visual style. The development team emphasized simple controls while ensuring that the game could be challenging and fun in cooperative and competitive multiplayer modes. E3 2009 A official reveal. At the 2009 E3 conference, New Super Mario Bros. Wii was officially announced with a gameplay demo showcasing its cooperative 2D platforming, 4-player multiplayer mode, and updated visuals. The demo received positive feedback for its nostalgic elements mixed with fresh innovations. Late 2009 A final stages and release preparation. As development neared completion, Nintendo focused on polishing the game, fine-tuning the multiplayer experience, balancing the difficulty, and adding final touches to the presentation, including new animations and voice work for characters. The game was officially released in November 2009 in North America. November 2009 A launch. New Super Mario Bros. Wii was released for the Nintendo Wii in North America on November 15, 2009, and later in other regions. It was praised for its engaging multiplayer modes, returning to the roots of the Mario series, and its vibrant, colorful design. In terms of development time, the game took roughly 2 to 3 years from conceptualization to release, which is a relatively quick turnaround for a major Mario title. It became one of the best-selling games for the Wii, with over 30 million copies sold. For many, the concept development for New Super Mario Bros. 2 indeed began earlier, around 2009. Rather than in 2010 as I initially stated. Here's a more accurate timeline reflecting that development timeline for New Super Mario Bros. 2, early concept and planning, 2009. Following the success of New Super Mario Bros. 2006, and New Super Mario Bros. Wii 2009. Nintendo began thinking about the next major Mario platformer. The team initially began conceptualizing ideas for a new title in 2009, with the focus on making a portable Mario game for the upcoming Nintendo 3DS system. Early discussions included ways to integrate the 3D capabilities of the new hardware, though the focus was still on delivering traditional side-scrolling Mario gameplay. Development and design, 2010 to 2011. By 2010, development was fully underway, with Nintendo Ed working on creating the game specifically for the Nintendo 3DS. The game's concept was centered around coin collection, a major design philosophy that would set New Super Mario Bros. 2 apart. This idea of collecting as many coins as possible would be a core feature of the gameplay. New power-ups and mechanics were introduced, such as the Golden Fire Flower, which allowed Mario to turn enemies and objects into coins. The game's development utilized lessons learned from the previous New Super Mario Bros. Games, but the design also focused on optimizing the experience for the 3DS's capabilities, especially its 3D effect. Testing and refining the gameplay, 2011 to 2012. Extensive playtesting occurred to ensure that the game would be accessible to both new players and Mario veterans, while still providing a rewarding challenge. Although the game made use of the 3DS's 3D effect, it wasn't heavily emphasized, and the game was designed to work well both in 3D and 2D. Launch preparation, 2012. In early 2012, Nintendo confirmed that New Super Mario Bros. 2 would be released globally in August 2012. The game was previewed at various gaming events and showcased the coin collecting mechanic as one of its main selling points. Release and reception, August 2012. The game officially launched in Japan on July 28, 2012, and globally in August. While New Super Mario Bros. 2 received positive reviews, it was noted for its relatively traditional gameplay compared to Super Mario Galaxy or Super Mario 3D Land, though it was praised for its fun factor and accessibility. So, to clarify, the initial concept stage began in 2009, with the game entering full development in 2010 and being released in 2012. For many,